In a quaint, isolated village nestled deep within a dense forest, a sense of foreboding hung heavy in the air. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the ancient legends that had been passed down through generations. Whispers from the shadows, they called them. The village was surrounded by towering trees that seemed to watch over it like silent sentinels. It was said that the shadows cast by these trees held secrets that had been long forgotten by time itself. The villagers were wary of venturing into the depths of the forest, for they believed that malevolent spirits resided there, waiting to ensnare the unsuspecting. One moonless night, a young woman named Alara dared to challenge the warnings of her elders. She had always been curious and was drawn to the mysterious allure of the forest. Ignoring the cautionary tales, she slipped away from her home, guided only by a dim lantern and an insatiable thirst for the unknown. As Alara ventured deeper into the forest, the trees seemed to close in around her, their branches forming eerie, twisted shapes that seemed to reach out for her. The air grew colder, and the sounds of nocturnal creatures faded away, leaving an eerie silence in their wake. Unperturbed, Alara pressed on, her lantern casting flickering shadows that danced along the path. Suddenly, she heard a soft melodic whisper carried by the wind. It was almost as if the very trees were speaking to her, their voices a haunting chorus. The whispers seemed to come from all directions, their words indecipherable, but filled with an otherworldly energy that sent shivers down her spine. Doubt began to gnaw at Alara's resolve, but she fought to suppress her fear. She continued forward, guided by an unexplainable compulsion to uncover the source of the whispers. The deeper she went, the more the shadows seemed to writhe and twist, taking on eerie shapes that seemed to taunt her. After what felt like an eternity, Alara stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an ethereal blue light. In the center of the clearing stood a massive ancient tree with gnarled branches that seemed to stretch toward the heavens. It was from this tree that the whispers emanated, and as Alara gazed up at it, she realized that the tree itself was alive with a malevolent consciousness. A voice, both chilling and seductive, slithered into her mind. "You have dared to seek me, mortal. You crave the knowledge I possess. But at what cost?" Alara's heart raced as she hesitated, torn between her curiosity and the sense of impending doom that surrounded her. The tree's voice grew more insistent, promising her unimaginable power and secrets beyond her wildest dreams. With a trembling hand, Alara reached out and touched the bark of the ancient tree. As soon as her fingers made contact, a surge of dark energy coursed through her, seeping into her very being. She felt a rush of knowledge flood her mind, but it was accompanied by a sensation of overwhelming dread. As the whispers grew louder and more frenzied, Alara realized the true nature of the shadows she had sought. They were not benevolent guides or sources of wisdom. They were malevolent spirits, trapped within the tree and hungry for release. In her quest for forbidden knowledge, Alara had unwittingly become a vessel for their dark desires. Terrified and overwhelmed, Alara tried to pull away from the tree, but its roots seemed to wrap around her limbs, holding her captive. The whispers grew deafening, echoing in her mind, driving her to the brink of madness. Weeks later, the villagers discovered the clearing, the tree, and the lifeless form of Alara, her eyes wide open in a frozen mask of terror. The legends had been true. The whispers from the shadows held a power beyond comprehension, but they also held a curse that could consume even the most intrepid souls. And so, the village added another tale to its collection of chilling legends. A cautionary tale of the dangers that lurked within the shadows, waiting to ensnare those who dared to seek their secrets. In the quiet town of Ravenswood, nestled amidst ancient trees and mist-covered hills, there stood a Victorian mansion that had seen better days. The house had a history shrouded in mystery, and its attic was rumored to hold secrets long forgotten. One autumn afternoon, a curious teenager named Emily stumbled upon an old, ornate key in the attic. Intrigued, she decided to unlock the door that had been hidden behind dusty cobwebs for generations. As the door creaked open, a chill ran down Emily's spine. The attic was dimly lit by the fading sunlight filtering through stained glass windows. Shadows danced across the room, and a faint scent of decaying wood filled the air. Suddenly, soft whispers seemed to materialize from the corners of the attic. Emily's heart raced as she strained to make out the words, her pulse quickening with each chilling syllable. Emily delved deeper into the attic, discovering a collection of old journals and faded photographs. With trembling hands, she began to read the journals and piece together the tragic tale of a family that had once lived in the mansion. It was a story of forbidden love, betrayal, and a curse that had plagued the family for generations. The whispers she had heard were the echoes of their pain and suffering, trapped within the walls. As night fell, Emily continued to explore the attic, drawn further into the haunted history of the mansion. In the dim light, she caught glimpses of flickering apparitions and felt a cold breeze that shouldn't have existed indoors. The presence of the past seemed to grow stronger, and Emily realized she was not alone. She could sense the eyes of the long-dead family upon her, their sorrowful gaze piercing through time. Determined to bring peace to the tormented spirits, Emily embarked on a journey to unravel the curse that had bound the mansion for so long. She meticulously researched the family's history, seeking a way to free them from their eternal torment. With each discovery, the whispers in the attic grew louder, guiding her toward a solution that could break the curse once and for all. The night of the autumn equinox arrived, and Emily stood in the attic, surrounded by relics of the past. Armed with newfound knowledge and an unyielding spirit, she performed a ritual to lift the curse that had held the mansion captive. The room trembled, and the whispers crescendoed into a haunting chorus. Suddenly, a blinding light engulfed the attic, and Emily felt the weight of centuries of suffering lift from her shoulders. When the light faded, Emily found herself alone in the attic. The atmosphere had changed. The air was no longer heavy with sorrow, and the shadows no longer held malicious intent. As dawn broke, the mansion seemed to sigh in relief. Birds chirped outside, their songs now carried a sense of serenity that had long been absent. Emily had not only uncovered the chilling echoes of the past, but had rewritten the mansion's history, turning it into a place of hope and healing. In the end, eerie echoes in the night revealed that even the darkest of places could find redemption through the efforts of those willing to confront the haunting truths of history. In the year 2045, technology had woven its way into every facet of human life. Virtual reality had evolved to a point where people could immerse themselves in lifelike digital worlds. Among the many VR enthusiasts was Alex Bennett, a brilliant programmer known for his innovative ideas. One day, Alex received an enigmatic invitation to an exclusive event called Virtual Echoes. Curiosity piqued, Alex arrived at the event's location, a seemingly ordinary building with an extravagant entrance. As he entered, he found himself in a surreal space that defied the laws of physics. Holographic displays projected landscapes that seemed to shift and morph at will. At the center of the room stood an enigmatic figure named Maya, the creator of the event. Maya explained that Virtual Echoes was not just a virtual reality experience, but a gateway to the digital dimensions. These dimensions were parallel worlds born from collective human creativity, dreams, and emotions. The technology behind it was far beyond anything Alex had ever imagined. Maya offered Alex a unique opportunity to explore these digital dimensions as an adventurer, seeking out hidden stories and forgotten memories. Equipped with a cutting-edge VR headset, Alex delved into the first digital dimension. He found himself in a realm where towering libraries floated amidst the clouds. Each book contained a story waiting to be uncovered. Alex soon realized that in this digital world, the boundaries between reality and fiction were blurred. Characters from forgotten novels roamed the landscapes, seeking purpose and closure. As Alex journeyed through various digital dimensions, he encountered a sentient forest where nature's whispers held forgotten wisdom, and a city submerged beneath pixelated waves where echoes of laughter and tears lingered. In each realm, he discovered fragments of emotions, memories, and experiences that had been cast aside in the real world. Alex's adventures in the digital dimensions began to change him. He became more attuned to the emotions and stories embedded within every aspect of life. However, he also noticed anomalies, glitches that seemed to be distorting the dimensions. He soon realized that not all was well within this digital tapestry. The forgotten stories held pain, regrets, and unfulfilled desires that had grown into shadows threatening to consume the dimensions. Guided by Maya, Alex discovered the nexus of balance, a place where the collective consciousness of humanity converged. It was the source of the digital dimensions, and its stability was crucial to both the digital worlds and the real world. As the anomalies grew, endangering the nexus, Alex had to confront the shadows of the past, helping characters find closure and acceptance. With determination, Alex ventured deeper into the digital dimensions, facing the most challenging stories head-on. Through his empathy and understanding, he helped characters come to terms with their pasts, healing their emotional wounds. As he did so, the anomalies began to recede, and the digital dimensions started to regain their balance. With the dimensions restored, Alex realized that his journey had transformed him as well. He had become a bridge between the digital and real worlds, understanding the power of stories and emotions in shaping human experience. As he returned to the real world, he brought with him the lessons learned from his time in the digital dimensions. the importance of empathy, connection, and the beauty of embracing one's own story. Virtual Echoes, a tale of digital dimensions, became more than just an adventure for Alex. It became a testament to the boundless possibilities of human creativity and the profound impact of shared narratives. In the realm of Elysia, a land of magic and mystery, whispers of an ancient prophecy had begun to spread. It foretold the opening of the celestial rift, a gateway to otherworldly dimensions. As the stars aligned and the moons cast an ethereal glow, a young scholar named Ilara discovered an old parchment tucked away in the depths of the royal library. The parchment bore a map that seemed to point directly to the location of the celestial rift. Ilara, curious and determined, embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the prophecy. She left her cozy village of Sarandale, armed with only her knowledge and an insatiable thirst for adventure. Along her path, she encountered an enigmatic wanderer named Lindor, who claimed to possess knowledge of the celestial rift's secrets. Reluctantly, they formed an uneasy alliance and set off together. As Ilara and Lindor ventured deeper into the uncharted territories, they faced treacherous landscapes and encountered beings from distant dimensions. The skies above them shimmered with colors unknown to the mortal eye, and rifts appeared, leading them to mystical realms. Each realm was a manifestation of human desires and fears, a reflection of their innermost thoughts. In these realms, Ilara and Lindor encountered trials that tested their bonds and pushed the limits of their abilities. They confronted their own pasts and confronted their fears, finding that the key to understanding the celestial rift lay within themselves. As they journeyed, their alliance evolved into a genuine friendship, built upon mutual trust and shared experiences. With every realm they explored, Ilara and Lindor discovered fragments of a larger puzzle. They began to understand that the celestial rift wasn't just a portal to other worlds. It was a convergence point of realities, a place where the boundaries between dimensions were fragile. As the prophecy predicted, the celestial rift was on the brink of opening, threatening to unleash chaos upon Elysia. The final piece of the puzzle led them to a forgotten temple, nestled within the heart of a hidden valley. There, beneath the watchful gaze of the moons, they faced a choice that would determine the fate of their world. To close the celestial rift, they needed to harness the power of unity and acceptance, to bridge the gaps between dimensions and heal the fractures that threatened to tear Elysia apart. With great sacrifice and unwavering determination, Ilara and Lindor managed to seal the celestial rift. Elysia's skies regained their serenity, and the realms they had encountered began to fade, leaving only whispers of their existence. The prophecy, once a harbinger of doom, transformed into a tale of hope and resilience, a testament to the power of connection and understanding. Ilara returned to her village, forever changed by her journey. She chronicled her experiences, ensuring that the story of the celestial rift would never be forgotten. And as Elysia flourished in the wake of their victory, the people of the realm came to realize that the true magic of their world lay not in the rifts between dimensions, but in the bonds that united them all. And so, the chronicles of the celestial rift lived on, reminding generations to come that even in the face of the unknown, the strength of the human spirit would always prevail. In the distant future, the Earth had changed dramatically. The once thriving planet had succumbed to the ravages of time, climate change, and the inexorable march of progress. Humanity, with its insatiable thirst for advancement, had pushed the boundaries of technology to new heights, but in doing so, had also set in motion a chain of events that led to their own downfall. As the years passed, the environment became increasingly inhospitable. Rising sea levels swallowed coastlines, superstorms ravaged cities, and once vibrant ecosystems withered away. The air became polluted with toxins, and resources grew scarce. Governments attempted to find solutions, but the challenges were insurmountable. Society fractured, giving rise to conflict over dwindling resources. Amidst the chaos, a group of scientists and visionaries embarked on a daring project. They constructed vast biodomes, self-contained ecosystems that could sustain life within their protective walls. Inside these biodomes, flora and fauna thrived, shielded from the outside world's harsh realities. It was a last-ditch effort to preserve Earth's biodiversity and the remnants of human civilization. Generations passed, and the descendants of those who had entered the biodomes grew up within the artificial paradises. They lived in harmony with nature, their lives closely interconnected with the plants and animals around them. The knowledge of the outside world, with its turmoil and destruction, faded into legend. Among these descendants, there was a young woman named Ilara. Curious and adventurous, she felt an inexplicable yearning for something beyond the biodome's boundaries. Despite the warnings from the elders about the outside dangers, Her desire to explore grew stronger with each passing day.
One night, Ilara secretly accessed the Biodome's ancient database and began piecing together the truth about Earth's past. She learned about humanity's mistakes, their arrogance, and their relentless pursuit of progress at the cost of the planet. With newfound determination, she made a decision that would change the course of her life. She would venture beyond the Biodome and see the world outside, no matter the risks.
Armed with knowledge from the database, Ilara prepared for her journey. She fashioned protective gear, studied survival skills, and bid farewell to her loved ones. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, she stepped out into the world that humanity had left behind. What she found was a planet scarred by time and neglect. Nature had begun to reclaim what was once lost, but the scars of civilization were still visible: crumbling skyscrapers, rusted vehicles, and remnants of a bygone era. As Ilara traveled, she encountered mutated creatures that had adapted to the harsh environment, reminding her of the consequences of unchecked scientific experimentation. Yet, amid the desolation, Ilara also discovered signs of life's resilience. New ecosystems were emerging, and pockets of beauty and diversity persisted. She met other survivors, individuals who had managed to survive by embracing the rhythms of the planet and learning from its ancient wisdom. As she traveled, Ilara chronicled her experiences in a journal, a testament to both the mistakes of the past and the potential for redemption. Her journey became a symbol of hope, inspiring those she encountered to seek harmony with nature and learn from the mistakes of their ancestors. In time, Ilara's story spread, reaching even the biodomes that had sheltered humanity. The descendants of those who had ventured out began to question their secluded existence and consider the possibility of reuniting with their earthly roots. And so, the story of the last human, Ilara, marked a turning point in history. It became a catalyst for change, prompting the inhabitants of both the biodomes and the wild earth to work together to restore the planet's health. As the scars of the past were slowly healed, humanity learned that while they could never undo their mistakes, they could forge a new path of coexistence with the world they called home. In the heart of the bustling metropolis, where neon lights illuminated the night and the air was thick with the scent of desire, lived the enigmatic seductress, Isabella. With a reputation that whispered promises of forbidden pleasures, she arrived in the city like a tempest, leaving everyone curious and captivated by her aura. Isabella's allure wasn't just in her striking beauty, but in the air of mystery that surrounded her every step. The city's elite were drawn to Isabella like moths to a flame. One night, a grand masquerade ball was held in honor of a powerful businessman's birthday. Isabella's appearance at the event set tongues wagging and hearts racing. Her dress, a cascade of midnight silk, clung to her curves in alluring ways, and her mask concealed just enough to leave imaginations running wild. As the night progressed, stolen glances turned into lingering touches, and the dance floor became a playground for temptation. Amidst the intoxicating music and the shimmering lights, Isabella found herself entangled in a conversation with a stranger who seemed to see through her facade. They retreated to a quiet balcony, where the city's skyline spread out before them. Words flowed like molten honey as they shared their deepest desires and secret fantasies. The night air seemed to hum with their shared vulnerability, drawing them closer with every whispered confession. With each passing day, Isabella's hold on the city tightened. Her admirers grew bolder, and one by one, they succumbed to her seductive charm. But it was the mysterious stranger who continued to haunt her thoughts. Their late-night rendezvous became a thrilling ritual, where stolen kisses turned into fervent embraces. Behind closed doors, the lines between reality and fantasy blurred, and they discovered a world where inhibitions had no place. As the city's whispers grew louder, the web of intrigue around Isabella tightened. Her true identity was a puzzle that many sought to solve, and the stranger's intentions remained shrouded in uncertainty. One fateful night, truths were unveiled, and the city's lustful underbelly was exposed. Isabella's tale of temptation took a tumultuous turn, revealing the raw emotions that had been simmering beneath the surface. In the aftermath of the storm, Isabella and the stranger navigated the ruins of their passionate entanglement. The city, once a playground for their desires, now held the bittersweet memories of their tempestuous affair. As they walked different paths, they carried with them the lessons learned from their journey of seduction, reminding them that even in the city's darkest corners, redemption and transformation were possible. Time passed, and Isabella's presence became a lingering memory in the city's bustling streets. Her tale was retold in hushed tones, a cautionary tale of temptation and the allure of the unknown. The city continued to pulsate with life, its neon lights painting a vivid tapestry of dreams and desires. And as the wind carried whispers of Isabella's name, it was a reminder that even in a world of seduction and temptation, the human heart remained the most mysterious and enchanting of all. Once upon a time, in a cozy little village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, lived two best friends named Luna and Leo. Luna, a curious and imaginative girl with long flowing hair as dark as the night sky, and Leo, a playful and adventurous boy with a heart as big as the sun. They were inseparable and spent every day exploring the wonders of their village. One sunny morning, as Luna and Leo were playing near the shimmering river, they stumbled upon an ancient map tucked inside a bottle. Excitement bubbled within them as they carefully unrolled the map and studied its intricate markings. "This looks like a treasure map," Leo exclaimed, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. Luna's fingers traced the winding paths on the map, and she nodded. "I think you're right, Leo. And it seems like the treasure is hidden deep within the enchanted forest." Without a second thought, the two friends decided to embark on a magical quest to find the treasure. Armed with a sense of adventure, a backpack filled with snacks, and their unbreakable bond, they set off towards the enchanted forest. As Luna and Leo ventured deeper into the forest, the trees seemed to whisper secrets, and the sunlight filtered through the leaves in an enchanting dance. They encountered talking animals, mischievous fairies, and even a kind old wizard who provided them with a riddle to solve. With their wits and teamwork, they cracked the riddle and earned a magical compass that would guide them to the heart of the forest. The journey was not without its challenges. They faced rickety bridges over rushing rivers, solved puzzles guarded by quirky gnomes, and even helped a sad troll find his lost sock. But through every obstacle, Luna's determination and Leo's positivity shone bright, lighting up the path ahead. Finally, after days of adventure, they reached a clearing bathed in the soft glow of fireflies. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient, gnarled tree with a hollow at its base. They carefully placed the compass inside, and the tree began to shimmer and hum. Moments later, a burst of light erupted from the tree, revealing a chest adorned with intricate patterns. Luna and Leo opened the chest to find not gold or jewels, but a collection of sparkling gemstones that seemed to hold a magical aura. As they touched the gems, a warm sensation enveloped them, filling their hearts with joy and wonder. "We didn't find gold, but we found something even more valuable," Luna said, her eyes gleaming with happiness. "You're right," Leo agreed. "These gems are a symbol of our friendship and the incredible journey we've had." As they made their way back to the village, Luna and Leo decided to share the magical gemstones with their fellow villagers, spreading the warmth and wonder they had experienced. Their village transformed into a place of joy and unity, as the gemstones brought smiles to young and old alike. And so, Luna and Leo's magical quest not only brought them treasures beyond measure, but also filled their village with a heartwarming enchantment that would forever remind everyone of the power of friendship and the beauty of adventure. And as the sun set on another day in their village, Luna and Leo sat by the river, their hearts content, knowing that the real magic was the bond they shared and the memories they had created together. In the picturesque coastal town of Rivertide, the story unfolds with the introduction of two vibrant souls, Jake and Emma. Jake, a charismatic and daring photographer, finds inspiration in every moment he captures, while Emma, a spirited and talented writer, seeks adventure in every word she pens. Fate brings them together during a summer art workshop designed for young creatives. Their distinct personalities and shared passion for creativity set the foundation for what promises to be a transformative journey of friendship and, perhaps, something more. Amid the sun-drenched streets of Rivertide, Jake and Emma embark on a series of escapades that define their burgeoning companionship. They explore art galleries that line the cobblestone lanes, engage in impromptu photo shoots with local landmarks as backdrops, and share laughter over ice cream cones that inevitably melt in the warmth of the afternoon sun. As they navigate their town's hidden gems together, a special connection takes root, sparking a summer full of shared laughter, newfound hobbies, and endless possibilities. As summer wanes and the sun-kissed days begin to shorten, Jake and Emma find themselves entwined in moments of vulnerability. Their late-night conversations on moonlit beaches reveal their dreams, fears, and hopes for the future. With every stolen glance and accidental touch, an unspoken connection deepens between them. Emma, inspired by their journey, pours her feelings onto the pages of her journal, crafting a piece that encapsulates the emotions she's been grappling with. Yet the fear of jeopardizing their friendship holds her back from sharing her words with Jake. As the town prepares for an enchanting beach event under the starlit sky, Jake and Emma's relationship reaches a pivotal moment. The evening's ambiance is a perfect backdrop for their emotions to flourish. The melodies of live music fill the air as they share an intimate dance, their steps echoing the rhythm of their hearts. Amid the whispers of the ocean waves, Emma summons the courage to share her written piece with Jake, allowing the truth of her feelings to be exposed. Jake, touched by her vulnerability, responds with his own confession, admitting that he too has been captivated by a love that transcends friendship. Under the canopy of stars, Jake and Emma find themselves embracing a new beginning. They share a slow dance on the sandy shore, a culmination of unspoken desires and emotions that have finally found their voice. As they hold each other close, the warmth of their connection envelops them, and they find solace in the understanding that their journey has only just begun. The video closes on their intertwined fingers, symbolizing the intertwining paths they have chosen to tread together, exploring the depths of their emotions and surrendering to the captivating world of love. As the story concludes, viewers are invited to reflect on their own experiences with love and connection. They are encouraged to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that touch the heart and inspire the soul. Comments are welcomed, inviting the audience to share their favorite moments from the story or their personal tales of love and romance. In a world where distance knows no boundaries, Emma and Liam found themselves entwined in a love that defied geography. Their story began with a chance encounter during a summer vacation, igniting a spark that neither time nor space could extinguish. Their connection deepened with every shared laugh, stolen late-night conversation, and handwritten letter that traversed the miles between them. The love they nurtured was a symphony of emotions, harmonizing hope and longing. As days turned into months, their hearts grew fonder, weaving a tapestry of love that spanned oceans. In a world where distance knows no boundaries, Emma and Liam found themselves entwined in a love that defied geography. Their story began with a chance encounter during a summer vacation, igniting a spark that neither time nor space could extinguish. Their connection deepened with every shared laugh, stolen late-night conversation, and handwritten letter that traversed the miles between them. The love they nurtured was a symphony of emotions, harmonizing hope and longing. As days turned into months, their hearts grew fonder, weaving a tapestry of love that spanned oceans. Amidst the whispers of sweet nothings and promises of a future side by side, doubt began to creep in. Insecurities found a way to magnify the silence between messages, and misunderstandings blossomed in the void. The pain of not being able to wipe away each other's tears or hold one another during times of strife took a toll. Doubt's shadow cast a heavy cloak over their once bright love, leaving them grappling with questions that tested their foundation. But just as storms test the strength of trees, adversity tested the resilience of Emma and Liam's love. Their hearts, once weighed down by doubt, found renewed determination. They embarked on a journey of vulnerability, sharing their deepest fears and regrets. With each confession came a renewed sense of closeness, a reminder that their love was worth fighting for. Through tearful conversations and heartfelt apologies, they began to rebuild what was once broken. Slowly, they rewove the threads of trust, nurturing a love that was more resilient than ever. Their virtual embraces held the power to heal wounds, their laughter bridging the distance that had once seemed insurmountable. As the years rolled by, their love story continued to unfold. And while their physical distance persisted, their hearts grew closer with each passing day. Their story became a testament to the strength of love, the ability to overcome obstacles, and the beauty of two souls finding solace in one another across the miles. In the sprawling metropolis of Neotech City, neon lights painted the nights with an electric glow, casting shadows on the desperate and the dreamers alike. At the heart of this urban maze, a lone figure, Arlo, navigated the labyrinth of technology and corruption. His cybernetic implants whispered secrets as he delved deeper into a treacherous world. Arlo, a skilled hacker haunted by a past he can't escape, receives a mysterious message encrypted with a code he designed. Intrigued and wary, he follows the trail that leads him to Elysium Industries, a powerful tech corporation rumored to hold the key to controlling minds. As Arlo digs deeper, he encounters Nova, a street-smart rogue with secrets of her own. Together, they uncover a conspiracy involving mind-controlling chips. With each new revelation, their bond deepens, intertwining their fates in ways neither expected. Armed with their wits, skills, and an underground network, Arlo and Nova embark on a mission to expose Elysium Industries. Their journey takes them through neon-lit slums, augmented gangs, and breathtaking virtual realms. Along the way, they encounter Emery, a former Elysium insider, seeking redemption. As the truth unravels, Arlo and Nova find themselves in a final showdown against Elysium's enigmatic leader, Ari. In a virtual battlefield, they fight not only for their lives, but for the city's soul. Their strength, emotions, and the bond they've forged become their greatest weapons. The battle leaves Neotech City changed forever. With Elysium dismantled, Arlo, Nova, and Emery emerge as heroes. As the neon lights continue to flicker, they reflect the city's renewed hope, an ode to the resilience of those who dared to dream in a world of midnight schemes. This Neon Dreams and Midnight Schemes tale weaves action, emotions, and cyberpunk intrigue into an unforgettable odyssey. Follow Arlo, Nova, and Emery as they navigate a world of technology, corruption, and redemption, reminding us that even in the darkest nights, the spark of hope can lead to a brighter future. In a realm where dreams intertwined with reality, a mystical creature roamed the lands, the Spirit Horse. This ethereal being possessed a shimmering coat that shifted and changed with the light, reflecting hues of dawn and dusk. Its eyes held galaxies within, revealing the secrets of the cosmos to those fortunate enough to look into them. Legends spoke of the Spirit Horse as a messenger between the mortal world and the divine, a bridge connecting the ordinary and the extraordinary. In a small village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a young girl named Ilara. She was known for her boundless curiosity and a heart that harbored an insatiable longing for adventure. One night, as a full moon cast its silvery glow over the landscape, Ilara heard whispers carried by the wind. These whispers spoke of the Spirit Horse, a being that could grant a single wish to those who were pure of heart and courageous in spirit. Guided by a sense of wonder, Ilara embarked on a journey to find the Spirit Horse. She traversed through enchanted forests and crossed babbling streams, guided only by the whispers that seemed to grow stronger as she drew closer to her destination. As days turned into nights and the moon waxed and waned, Ilara's determination remained unshaken. Finally, one evening, at the edge of a serene meadow bathed in the soft light of the setting sun, Ilara caught her first glimpse of the Spirit Horse. Its form was more breathtaking than any tale could convey. The creature's mane flowed like liquid stardust, and its hooves barely touched the ground, leaving barely a trace of its presence. With cautious steps, Ilara approached the Spirit Horse. She felt a mixture of awe and trepidation, unsure of how to communicate her deepest wish. The Spirit Horse's eyes, like twin galaxies, held her gaze, seeming to understand the yearning within her heart. With cautious steps, Ilara approached the Spirit Horse. She felt a mixture of awe and trepidation, unsure of how to communicate her deepest wish. The Spirit Horse's eyes, like twin galaxies, held her gaze, seeming to understand the yearning within her heart. "I seek to bring hope and healing to my village," Ilara finally spoke, her voice quivering with emotion. "We have faced hardships and sorrows, and I wish to see smiles return to our faces." The Spirit Horse lowered its head in acknowledgement, its eyes shimmering with a warmth that reached into Ilara's very soul. And then, with a graceful movement, it nudged her gently with its velvety muzzle, as if granting her request. In that moment, Ilara felt a surge of energy, as if the very essence of the Spirit Horse flowed through her veins. She knew that her wish had been granted, and she carried this newfound power back to her village. As Ilara returned, the village began to change. A sense of hope spread like wildfire, and the people found strength in their shared dreams. With each passing day, their troubles began to fade, replaced by unity and a renewed sense of purpose. Ilara had not only brought hope and healing, but had also ignited the belief that magic could be found within themselves. The Spirit Horse's gift had not only transformed the village, but had also transformed Ilara into a living testament of its power. And so, the legend of the Spirit Horse lived on, not just as a tale whispered in the wind, but as a reality woven into the hearts of those who dared to dream and believe in the extraordinary. In a small village nestled deep within the heart of a dense forest, a mysterious legend had been whispered for generations. It was a tale of an ethereal being known as the Spirit of the Woods. According to the village elders, this spirit was said to possess the power to bring both blessings and curses upon those who dared to enter its realm. The villagers had always lived in harmony with the forest, relying on its resources for sustenance and shelter. They understood the delicate balance that existed between them and the natural world, always showing gratitude and respect for the bounties they received. But as time passed and the village began to expand, some began to take the forest's gifts for granted, leading to an unsettling change in the atmosphere. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the forest shadows grew long, a young girl named Ilara felt a peculiar urge to venture into the heart of the woods. Ilara had always possessed an adventurous spirit, and her curiosity about the fabled spirit of the woods had grown stronger with each passing year. Ignoring the cautionary tales, she slipped away from her home, determined to uncover the truth. Guided by the soft glow of fireflies and the hushed whispers of the leaves, Ilara found herself in a clearing that seemed to emanate an otherworldly energy. The air was charged with an electric anticipation, and a gentle breeze ruffled her hair as she stepped forward, her heart pounding in her chest. "Who dares to enter my domain?" A voice like a melodious sigh echoed through the trees. Ilara turned to see a figure emerge from the shadows, bathed in an ethereal light that seemed to dance upon its skin. It was the spirit of the woods. Trembling yet resolute, Ilara introduced herself and explained her quest for knowledge. The spirit regarded her with eyes that held the wisdom of centuries and the secrets of the universe. "You seek to understand the delicate dance between your people and the forest," the spirit mused, its voice a soothing melody. "But knowledge comes with a price, young one."
The spirit proposed a challenge. Ilara must spend a year living in harmony with the forest, learning its secrets, and tending to its needs. In return, the spirit promised to reveal its ancient wisdom, bridging the gap between humanity and nature once more. Without hesitation, Ilara accepted the challenge, her determination unwavering. Over the course of that year, Ilara delved into the heart of the forest, becoming one with its rhythms and patterns. She learned to listen to the whispers of the wind, decipher the language of the birds, and feel the pulse of the earth beneath her feet. She nurtured wounded animals, tended to the delicate balance of life, and mended the wounds that humanity had inflicted upon the land.
As the year drew to a close, Ilara stood once again in the moonlit clearing, her heart full of gratitude and understanding. The spirit returned, its presence even more radiant than before. With a gentle smile, it spoke, "You have proven yourself worthy, young one. The wisdom of the forest flows through you now, and you shall be its guardian." The spirit shared its secrets with Ilara, teaching her how to heal the land, guide her people toward a more harmonious existence, and keep alive the ancient connection between humanity and nature. And so, Ilara returned to her village, not as a girl who had ventured into the woods, but as the embodiment of the spirit of the woods itself. Under Ilara's guidance, the village flourished, embracing a newfound respect for the forest and all its inhabitants. The legend of the spirit of the woods lived on, not as a distant tale, but as a living truth embodied by the young guardian who had once been just a curious girl with an adventurous spirit. In the ancient city of Lumina, where the sky was forever painted with hues of twilight, a curious young girl named Ilara spent her days wandering the cobblestone streets, lost in dreams of distant galaxies and shimmering stars. Her heart was captivated by the mysteries of the cosmos, and her imagination knew no bounds. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ilara would climb the tallest tower in the city, a vantage point that allowed her to witness the birth of stars as they twinkled into existence. With a telescope crafted by her own hands, she would peer into the infinite expanse, hoping to catch a glimpse of the constellations that held secrets untold. Ilara's father, a skilled astronomer, had passed away when she was just a child, leaving behind a legacy of star maps and celestial journals. She cherished these relics, poring over their pages in search of the hidden connections between the worlds above and her own. Her mother, though supportive, wished for Ilara to focus on more practical matters, like learning the trade of potion making, which was the family's profession. One fateful evening, as Ilara observed the heavens through her telescope, she noticed a peculiar shadow moving across the face of the moon. It was unlike anything she had ever seen before. A shifting, amorphous darkness that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. She couldn't tear her eyes away, captivated by its enigmatic nature. One fateful evening, as Ilara observed the heavens through her telescope, she noticed a peculiar shadow moving across the face of the moon. It was unlike anything she had ever seen before. A shifting, amorphous darkness that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. She couldn't tear her eyes away, captivated by its enigmatic nature. One day, while reading through her father's old journals, Ilara stumbled upon an entry that spoke of an ancient prophecy, a legend that told of a convergence between the mortal realm and the cosmos. It was said that a bridge made of stardust and shadows would form, offering those who dared to cross it a chance to glimpse the secrets of the universe. Determined to unravel the truth behind the prophecy, Ilara embarked on a journey that took her beyond the boundaries of Lumina. With her telescope and a satchel filled with her father's notes, she ventured into the wilderness, where the night sky was unobscured by city lights. Her quest led her to a remote hillside, where the shadowy anomaly was at its strongest. As she gazed up at the sky, the shadow began to coalesce and take shape, forming a swirling vortex of darkness. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, Alara stepped into the vortex, feeling herself being carried away on a current of stardust. What awaited her on the other side was beyond anything she could have imagined. She found herself in a realm where stars were living beings, constellations danced in the night, and galaxies pulsed with energy. Here, she met beings of pure light who had watched over the cosmos since its inception. Guided by these celestial guides, Alara learned that the shadowy anomaly was a rift that had been caused by a disruption in the delicate balance between the mortal realm and the celestial planes. She was tasked with restoring the equilibrium by weaving stardust back into the fabric of reality, bridging the gap between her world and the realms beyond. With newfound purpose, Alara returned to Lumina, where she used her knowledge and determination to mend the rift and save her world from being consumed by darkness. Through her journey, she discovered that shadows held their own beauty and purpose, just as stardust was essential for the creation of stars. In the end, she realized that her connection to both worlds made her uniquely suited to bring harmony to the cosmos. And so, Alara became a legend in her own right, a bridge between shadows and stardust, a beacon of hope for both her city and the heavens above. Her story lived on, whispered among the stars and carried by the wind, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there was always a glimmer of light waiting to be found. In a cozy little village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests lived a curious little kitten named Luna. Luna had soft, snow-white fur that seemed to shimmer in the sunlight, and her eyes were a brilliant shade of blue that sparkled like the night sky. But what truly set Luna apart was her insatiable curiosity. She couldn't resist exploring every nook and cranny of the village, always searching for new and exciting things to discover. One sunny morning, Luna woke up with a feeling of anticipation tingling in her whiskers. She had heard whispers among the older cats about a hidden magical garden that only appeared once in a blue moon. The garden was said to be a place of wonder, with flowers that glowed in the dark and trees that whispered secrets to those who listened closely. Luna's heart raced with excitement as she decided that today was the day she would embark on her magical adventure. With a determined flick of her tail, Luna set off towards the outskirts of the village. She trotted along dirt paths, crossed babbling brooks, and climbed over fallen logs until she reached the heart of the enchanted forest. The air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers, and the trees seemed to sway gently to a hidden melody. Luna's eyes widened as she stumbled upon a shimmering path that seemed to beckon her deeper into the woods. Following the path, Luna soon found herself in a clearing unlike any she had ever seen. The grass was a vibrant shade of green, and flowers of every color imaginable bloomed in dazzling arrays. The petals of some flowers emitted a soft, gentle glow, casting an ethereal light over the garden. Luna's heart fluttered with delight as she danced among the flowers, feeling the magic of the place envelop her. As Luna explored, she noticed a small pond at the center of the clearing. Its waters were crystal clear and perfectly still, reflecting the stars that had begun to twinkle in the evening sky. Luna approached the edge of the pond and caught sight of her own reflection, her eyes shining like the stars above. Suddenly, a voice, gentle as a breeze, whispered from the rustling leaves nearby. "Welcome, little one, to the Garden of Moonlight Dreams," the voice murmured. Luna's ears perked up, and she turned to see a wise old owl perched on a branch. The owl introduced itself as Orion, the guardian of the magical garden. Orion explained that the garden was a place of dreams and imagination, where creatures from all corners of the world could gather and find inspiration. Luna and Orion spent hours talking about the wonders of the garden and sharing stories of their own adventures. As the moon rose higher in the sky, Luna realized that it was time to return home. Orion gifted her a small crystal vial filled with the essence of the garden's magic, a token to remember her visit by. With a heavy heart, Luna said her goodbyes to Orion and the Garden of Moonlight Dreams. As she made her way back through the forest, she couldn't help but smile, knowing that she had experienced something truly magical. Luna returned to her village with a newfound sense of wonder and a heart full of stories to share. From that day on, Luna continued to explore the village, but now her curiosity was fueled by the memory of her magical adventure. She often gazed at the night sky, the moon bringing back memories of the enchanted garden and the wise old owl. Luna learned that sometimes, the most extraordinary adventures could be found in the most unexpected places. All one had to do was follow their curiosity and open their heart to the magic of the world around them. The story begins in a small village where our two protagonists, Alex and Maya, meet under unusual circumstances. Alex, a reserved cartographer, is passionate about mapping uncharted lands. Maya, a free-spirited artist, is on a quest to capture the world's beauty. Their personalities clash at first, but fate forces them to embark on a journey together when they stumble upon a map that could lead to an extraordinary discovery. As Alex and Maya venture into the dense forest depicted on the map, tension rises due to their differing opinions on how to proceed. Drama ensues when they encounter a perilous obstacle that tests their trust in each other. Their emotions come to the forefront as they navigate the forest, revealing their vulnerabilities and past traumas. The forest reveals hidden wonders, including ancient ruins and rare flora. Emotions run high as Alex and Maya uncover the history behind the ruins, leading to a deeper understanding of their own lives. Their connection grows as they share their personal stories, forming an unexpected bond. The climax arrives as they reach the heart of the uncharted lands, a mesmerizing waterfall surrounded by mythical creatures. Drama ensues when Maya's artistic vision conflicts with Alex's meticulous mapping, leading to a heated argument. The emotional breakthrough occurs when they realize that their differences complement each other, making their journey truly extraordinary. The journey back is filled with introspection as Alex and Maya reflect on their growth and newfound friendship. As they return to the village, they face their final challenge, deciding whether to keep the location of the uncharted realm a secret or share it with the world. The story concludes with a touching scene as Alex and Maya unveil their map and recount their journey to the village. The emotional resolution showcases their personal growth and the impact of their adventure on the entire community. The tale ends with a sense of fulfillment and the promise of more adventures to come.